Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Factorio Space Age, where we get a steady supply of space science from our space station that we have constructed last time. So far, seems like we can keep up with the demand, and today we actually want to go into the research again. So I think we do have enough here, so let's make a delivery, come back here so we can have these first few things research, maybe also these kind of modules, and then we will improve our base mainly with logistics, but then maybe also other things that we see we are a bit lacking behind, to be on top of things that are going on. In the meantime, we managed to get the first two things out of the way. This being a Covarex enrichment, which we will make use of, and the other being the requester chests, which we will also make use of, but we stay with the topic of uranium or uranium fuel cells, because in the past there were several instances where power went out because there were no more fuel cells in here. That's because the process of refilling here was a manual one. So let's replace these chests with logistic chests, and have fuel cells 50 in all of those. Then we need a bit of logistics going on. Yeah, that reaches nicely, and bring that out to here and there, and this means here we need another chest of that sort. And then here we want to have the processing of the used fuel cells, which means we also need a requester chest here. And we probably need some logistic robots for this to work. But with that, we can see here from depleted uranium cells we get the uranium 238 back, and we put that back on here with priority. So as long as we're producing, we should take the uranium from the used cells first before we pick up the one from the train delivery. Well, let me fetch few logistic robots there, and then we head down to our spaceport where we produce the rockets, and there we will also basically refactor the whole thing to work better with logistic robots using requester chests. Standing down here, I think we have to remove quite a few things, ripping everything out even if, because I think this setup, this works quite well as this one here, but then in the mix we have several times gears that are being produced, maybe also pipes and other things where we have more than one factory, where we actually only need one. So let's put a buffer chest here and then basically collect everything here from chests, clean up everything there. Rip the things out that we don't need. And then once we have made some space, we can actually think about redoing the whole setup in a more compact manner. Let's first figure out our situation with power supply so that we cover the area that we also cover with our logistic network. Well, that would probably mean something like this. Then probably have something there. Nice, that's done. And then we can just have a row of assembles here, and well, this will not work there. This will also not work. We need to have the space. So what we could do is have it here and have two output chests, one requester chest, and then the next thing here, and basically requester chest sharing here from the middle. What this means is we will have to set up the requests manually. So maybe let's do it in kind of an intelligent way. If we do gears here and pipes there, and we only need iron plates. Let's make that 200. Then let's take it from the top. We need these, and we had two of those, and just can have this in the middle. Then we need copper cables, meaning we need copper here. Request from buffer chests first. And then here we need the space platform starter pack. These two want to be opposite because they have similar ingredients. Both need low density structures and electric engines, but one needs steel, the other needs processing units. But then here we have, okay, it's slightly different every time, so we could, yeah, let's set this up here. And then also add the processing units. Make it 100 each. We want to limit the output to 2 stacks. Here 1 stack will be sufficient, and then here we will add the engine. But we will up that to 100, that to 100, that to 100, and then we also need to add electric motors. We have them here. Right. And we can have normal motors here. 100, 100, 100, and then add back the copper here. And here we will do the electric ones. Turn this around here. And then have the pipe going that way. Here we also need a few more things here, like the inserters, and this just means we also need iron plates and gears, plates and gears. Those I think 1 stack because it's an intermediary product, 1 stack here, and then let's have another row down here. We also might want to have the fast ones. We might need these ones, long-handed. Also up to 1 stack here. And we need green circuits as well. Make them here. Then maybe we need stack inserters. Then we need belts. We need underground. And have belts in here as well. We need those splitters. We need these ones. There we also need gears to add. Then we need these ones and those. Means we want to have that and that. And then here we can have those because we have already the 2 ingredients in the requested chest. Then we need some more things. This and that. Here we need red and stone brick in addition. And we are not done yet. What else do we need from here? Oh, yeah. Probably underground pipes. What else? Tanks. We'll use the tanks here. And add steel to this one. Then at some point we also want to have nuclear power. So let's set this up. Then we can have these. Steel we need here. And here we don't need that many turbines. We don't need that many heat exchange thingies. I think one stack here for all of that should be sufficient. We don't want to overproduce. Right. And here as well. One stack for the output. here we probably want to have a bit more. 2 I think is sufficient. Here we can have 1, 1, 1. So these are all intermediary products. And this then means that we also need another station for concrete, but that should not really be an issue. Just take this as an example. Copy this over, and then for a station we need this one. We need the whole station. Right, so we should have priority 100 here, connected here, connected there, and then we should have everything that we need here. Maybe eventually we also need red and blue belts, but I think we still have a bit of room up here. Maybe we need to move some of the things that we are producing down here, as we have the lubricant sit there. But what I'm noticing is we have a lack of copper here, and if we look, we have 2 trains waiting here, loading, but it's just not enough. So I think let's also hook up this copper field, drain this one. Once that's gone, we can fill in this part, and we have some more copper within our base that we can hook up. But I think all this I will do from now till next episode, and next episode we will certainly do more improvements, because there are, if we want to expand, we have to have a smoothly running base that can cope with our future expansion. Alright then, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon in another episode. Goodbye!